Hi, I'm Leah Appleby,
And I'm Katie Hess.
and we're going to give a speech on the Egyptian elections 2012. General info about these elections are they're the first competitive presidential election in Egypt, and they began on May 23rd. After the preliminary election, the final two candidates were revealed. Mohamed Morsi is the Islamic candidate of the Muslim Brotherhood, and Ahmed Shafik is the former prime minister. These candidates will face each other in a runoff election in June. When the election began, there was no legitimate constitution to set the president's duties and powers. Many people questioned how much power the military should have after the election of a president.
About the candidates. Mohamed Morsi is an American-educated engineer. He's nominated by the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is a secretive 84-year-old revival group that became the source of political Islam around the world and already dominates the parliament. Ahmed Shafik is a former Air Force general, briefly served as Mr. Mubarak's last prime minister. Promised to use a firm hand against the protests and lawlessness that have prevailed since Mr. Mubarak's ouster. Of all the candidates in the race, Mr. Shafik came closest to promising a restoration of the old order.
The results. In some ways, the election are a continuation of the struggles that have been in Egyptian politics for the last generation. And the military-led established powers and the powers of the Brotherhood have been openly opposed to each other for a very long time.
Events that led to these elections. Egypt began a series of huge protests on January 25, 2011, after the uprisings in Tanzania ignited Egypt's built-up feelings against the heavy-handed rule of its president. After 18 days of angry protests in Cairo's Tahrir Square, and after losing the support of the military and the United States, Mr. Mubarak resigned on February 11, 2011, ending 30 years of autocratic rule. The military stepped forward and pushed him from office.
Soon after the resignation of the president, the military attempted to gain power. Many Egyptians felt that if the military gained power, it would be as if they traded one regime for the other. They took their anger out in street battles. Parliamentary elections were held between November 2011 and January 2012. As tens of thousands of Egyptians gathered on January 25, 2012 in Tahrir Square to mark the first anniversary of the protests, the mood was a mixture of celebration and agitation.